Everyone, if you are able, please stand as our bride approaches.
Give me, it's okay, it's okay.
And Ben, thank you. Okay, hey darling.
Very good.
I love you. Thank
Love
you.
you too, baby. Please be seated.
Somebody sit in the seats. Now sit. Now sit.
Friends and family, we are gathered here in the eyes of God in the presence of these witnesses to join together Michael and Lynley in holy matrimony. We are reminded in Scripture that it is an honorable estate, but the honor is ours to be here to witness this beautiful moment in your life. As we begin, I'd like to ask you to do something for me. Take a moment and consider where you are. I suspect you've chosen this very place because of that little scene behind you. And it is a special choice because I have lived here long enough to know that that little scene behind you never changes. By that I mean we have hurricanes blow by or beautiful days, but the water comes to the shore no matter what. And it creates something so beautiful, so magical, that people come from everywhere just to see it be part of it. And so it is with the two of you. Like the water coming to the shore, the two of you come together. And you create something very beautiful. And make no mistake about it, there is no hurricane that can blow by that would separate you any more than it separates that little scene behind you. Love does that. And not just any love, but a very special kind of love. A love that we have come to call old love. Consider it for a moment. It's not about you, but consider you that you're 90 years old. I'm sorry. You're 90 years old. And you've got arthritis in your hands or cataracts on your eyes. But someone will wheel you down onto this beach and you'll reach over and hold the hands that you just reached over. And you'll look into one another's eyes and you'll say, yes, I'd do it all over again. That's the love that brings you here. That's the love that transcends time, boundaries of all types. That's the love that's forever. That love has been described for us in Scripture. The Apostle Paul wrote in 1 Corinthians 13 these familiar words. He said, love is patient and love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. Love is not rude or self-seeking. It's not easily angered and keeps no record of wrongs. Love doesn't delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. Love always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails. That's the love you show. Then I have to ask you a question, and it is simply this. Michael, do you come to this place freely, without reservation, to unite with Lynley as your lawfully wedded wife, and to live together with her in the bonds of marriage? Do you promise to love her, to comfort her, to honor and protect her, and forsaking all others be faithful only unto her, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Lynley, do you come to this place freely, without reservation, to unite with Michael as your lawfully wedded husband, and to live together with him in marriage? Do you promise to love him, to comfort him, to honor and respect him, and forsaking all others be faithful only unto him, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
As you turn to one another and hold hands, consider for a moment those hands that you hold. You reached for them so naturally a minute ago, and that's because they are the hands of your best friend. Those hands, for the rest of your life, every breath you take, will be the hands that you reach for, and they'll heal you when you're sick. They will hold you when you're afraid. Those hands will passionately embrace you, tenderly care for you. Those will be the hands that will help you to realize your dreams and Well, on your last day, those will be the hands you reach for. So hang on to them, because we're making those hands the most important hands in your life. The vows that I'll ask you to repeat after me are 400 years old. But as you repeat them, remember this about them. Two things, actually. The first is they're not wedding vows. They're marriage vows. They're not just about this ceremony. They're about tomorrow and every tomorrow for the rest of your life. And remember this as well. Just as the great loves of your life, they are based on grace and joy. And you'll hear grace and joy throughout. Michael, as you look into her eyes, repeat it. I, Michael, take you, Lynley.
I, Michael, take you, Lynley,
To be my wife.
to be my wife,
To have and to hold.
to have and to hold,
From this day forward.
from this day forward,
For better or worse.
for better or worse,
For richer or poorer.
for richer or poor,
In sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health,
To love and to cherish.
love and courage,
Until death do us part.
till death do us part.
This is my promise. I, Lynley, take you, Michael.
I, Lynley, take you, Michael,
To be my husband.
to be my husband,
To have and to hold.
to have and to hold
From this day forward.
from this day forward,
For better or worse.
for better or worse,
For richer or poorer.
for richer or poor,
In sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health,
To love and to cherish.
to love and to cherish,
Until death do us part.
until death do us part.
This is my promise.
This is my promise.
The promises you've made will be symbolized by the rings that you show me. May I have the rings?
Yes, yes, sir.
Thank you. These rings, my friends, are highly symbolic. They are made in a circle to indicate that your love has no end. And they're made of something strong that says this is the strongest relationship in your life. But the thing I want you to remember about these rings is that they don't just belong to you. You see, they belong to all the people that see you and think to themselves, you know, Michael and Lynley, that's what love is like. And someone will ask, can my marriage turn out as well as theirs? So as you wear these rings, remember that you, of course, honor one another. But you honor all of those who are inspired and encouraged by the way you live your life every single day. As you take this ring, sir, will you place it on her finger as you repeat after me? I give you this ring
Give you this ring,
as a symbol of my vow,
soon my vow,
and with all that I am,
and all that I am,
all that I have,
all that I have,
and all that I will be,
all that I will be,
I will honor you.
I will honor you.
And we will do the same. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my vow,
as a symbol of my vow,
and with all that I am,
with all that I am,
all that I have,
all that I have,
and all that I will be,
and all that I will be,
I will honor you.
I will honor you. Goodness gracious.
Good job.
That's good. That's all.
Well, my friends, now comes the time when wise ministers are supposed to give wise advice. Yeah, sadly, I'm not a very wise man at all. But I can tell you this. My wife, on the other hand, is a genius. And my genius wife tells me that she's always right, and she indeed is. That a great marriage is not built on big, wonderful things. It's never built on money or success or anything like that. Rather, it's built on tiny little wonderful things. The littlest things in the world, like saying to yourself, I will never leave the house again until I find him and kiss him goodnight. Or she'll never fall asleep without your voice saying, it's going to be okay. Those little moments mean everything in the world. So, if I had some genius advice, it would be my wife's. But there's also one whose advice I would give you even greater genius than my wife. And he wrote in the book of Colossians this advice. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Okay? Well, that having been said, let's ask for the Lord's blessing, and I'll marry you. Almighty and merciful and loving God, we bow humbly before you and ask simply for your blessing. I pray that you will this day walk this journey with Michael and Lynley, their family and friends, that you will give them strength and joy and perfect harmony all the days of their lives, that they may know perfect grace and joy. For we ask this in Christ's name. Amen. And now, by virtue of the authority vested in me as a minister of the gospel, and in accordance with the laws of the state of Alabama, I hereby pronounce that you are husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. And as you turn and face the paparazzi, it is my great honor and pleasure to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Lynley Schmidt.